What's up, kings and queens? My name is Will. I'm here with the Spoiler Kings at the Nerd Huddle, and today we're doing a solo movie review on the movie X. X was a movie released on March 18, 2022, that went a bit under the radar. It kind of got overshadowed by, Turning Red and Oma. The movie takes place in 1979. A group of amateur actors and crew set out to make an adult film in a rural part of Texas under the noses of the reclusive Airbnb hosts. Now, this adult film is supposed to be classy and thought out to be not just any old pervy montage of pee-pee and cooters, but an actual work of art. Spoiler alert, it's not a work of art. When the elderly couple catches their young guest in the act, the cast finds themselves in a desperate fight for their lives against the more evil version of Eustace and a sex-deprived, anorexic version of Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog. The cast features the newly Scream Queen Jenny Ortega, a groovy-looking Kid Cudi, Brittany Snow, Mia Goth, who's kind of like our main protagonist, and a few other stars that I don't know. Some of the things that I really liked about this movie was the constant theme that was kind of portrayed as live life like it's your last day, right? Now, this is a movie kind of slasher kind of film, so you'll notice a lot of times where you see the constant, battle between old and young, and how the old regret that they didn't get to do what they did when they were young, and how the young are doing so much extra, to the point where they're just kind of going wild. Now, this movie has two things that has viewers kind of excited. It has some, really groovy 70s porn type vibes, and you'll notice that with the music, which is hilarious. They even got like a cow barn scene, or like a farm barn scene. Pretty out of this world, if you ask me. And then of course, with the whole no regrets type of theme that is there, the young folks tend to like throw it in the face of the old folks. Some of my more favorite kill scenes in the movie, of course, done by, the Airbnb host, if you will. For sure, I'm going to put up there the pitchfork scene. So the pitchfork scene is your your classic, three hole in a barnyard kind of spiel where one of the main cast members looks through the hole and boom, right in the eyes. Super funny. That gave me a nice little laugh. Another scene that I really enjoyed was the alligator scene. Now, it could have been a crocodile. I don't know the difference, okay? I know one's snout is like longer or something, but let's just call it an alligator anyways. So, again, because the young folks against old folks kept having that little clash, you can only push old folks so far to where they bite back. That's when Brittany Snow kind of gets eaten up by the big lake. Now, I thought it was okay. I enjoyed these kill scenes. They were pretty dark, really gory as you can get for a rated R movie. And for that, thank you, A24 Studios. There were a couple scenes where Farmer John over here uses shotgun, and I thought that was okay. One of the cast member gets blown away just because she was a loudmouth. But besides that, the movie did a really great job. Some of the dislikes, I only have two dislikes for this movie. My one being that Kid Cudi, who I'm a big fan of, he plays this really groovy character. He's like said to be an ex-Marine, so he should have really good field awareness. He should be able to read people very well, so you would think. But in this movie, he lets the Eustace get the best of him. Again, his name's not Eustace, but I'm gonna call him that anyways, just because they remind me of Courage the Cowardly Dog. So he gets blown away in more ways than one by the shotgun, and there was no fight back. There was no pushback at all. He didn't like sense it coming. He should have known that once he wandered off looking for Muriel's character, if you will, in the lake. He should have known that it was a setup, but he didn't. So he gets boom blown away. My other thing that I didn't really like about the movie was that they overused the horror movie trope of hey gang, let's split up. Now, they didn't exactly do that per se. They didn't say that, like, hey, let's split up. Most of the killing takes place at night, the night of their first day staying, well, their first and only day staying over the Airbnb, right? They're renting out this house away from the barn. And one by one, they just keep getting picked off, rightfully so. You got these folks that are probably around like 80, 90 years old. They're just really, really slow. And so the only way you can really, kill these young cats are kind of one by one picking them off. I get that. That was well done. But the fact that this movie trope gets so overused, it kind of gets played out. So, with that being said, we're gonna get down to our movie review. Over here at the Nerd Huddle, us being the spoiler kings, we don't review movies the way everybody else does. We don't use the 5-star system. We don't do anything like that. The 2 thumbs up, thumbs down. We don't do that. For us, we use the 3-point spoiler kings review system. So we're either gonna give this movie a watch now, a watch later, or a watch never. A watch now means, oh my god, this movie is amazing. Go watch it right away because this movie is that good. It's top priority. A watch later means, the movie was okay. You can put it on the back burner, catch it when it comes out streaming. And then a watch never means don't ever give this movie any time of day. The movie was whack beyond belief, and don't spend any of your coin towards it because it's trash. So, because I am solo today, you're only gonna get my take. And I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a watch later. It was this close to becoming a watch now. Um, I kind of wanted more gore, and how much can you really get from, Eustace and Muriel, them being at their age? But they had very creative kills. So, because they didn't give me more of what I wanted, and also, they killed the only black dude in the movie, motherfuckers. That's why I give this movie a watch later. It was so close to becoming a watch now, to the point where I was about to pay for for a second movie go and go to the theaters a second time to watch this. It was really, really well done. Again, done by A24 Studios. Great job. But for this movie X, there's also another movie called X. It's from like 2005 or 2015. I don't know anything about that, but for this movie, 2022 version, this movie, definitely you should see it, but you can watch it later when it comes out streaming. It was only a movie that came out in theaters, so I highly recommend watching it just later. And now the other question that we always say here at the Nerd Huddle is, should you watch this movie again? And I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, you should. You should watch it over and over again because it's just so funny. The whole 70s vibe, the whole like no regrets kind of feel. It was really funny, and I enjoyed it. I lost myself in the movie even. I went ahead and watched it with my wife, and she just had a blast. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching my movie review solo for the movie X. If you want, you can go ahead and give us a follow, a like, subscribe, share this with your friends. I'm gonna go ahead and type in the links for everything where you can find us down below. And you guys have a great day. Deuces.